Hey guys, Randy here with FL Outdoors. Today I'm going to talk about vane selection for broadheads, why it works, why it doesn't, things to consider. So obviously with Swacker broadheads, the reason why our broadheads fly so well and they actually shoot like a field point, I know most manufacturers advertise that, but the bottom line is the reason why ours fly so well is because we have so little wing blades sticking out. It's almost like a field point with tiny little wing blades. That allows it to shoot more flexibility in what type of vanes you choose. This is the 4-fletch DHP, so this would definitely be overkill for this particular broadhead, but it's not going to hurt anything. But you don't really need that much more steerability for this type of broadhead because it really isn't going to catch that much air. And so that's what's ultimately happening. When you have blades that are rear deploy or ones that stick out to the sides, those are each one is catching air in a different way, and so the vanes have to offset that. So if you're shooting a fixed style head like this, or even if it's like a 3-blade replaceable blade or anything like that, you typically need a little bit more vane to make sure you're offsetting that, because same thing, when you have that much more sticking out, it's almost like vanes in the front. So if your arrow's coming out in any way crooked, that is going to catch more air and it's going to make it create a bias towards whichever direction it's bending towards. So this style broadhead generally going to have more vane. Oftentimes you 4-fletch them. You see me talk about it in other videos that we have on which models you 4-fletch, which ones you can 3-fletch, what broadhead to use it for. So I definitely recommend you look at those other videos. But just as a general rule of thumb, you got to understand that the more vane or more blade and more broadhead mass that's sticking off of the arrow or sticking off of the ferrule is going to create more influence on the arrow. It's going to be a bigger difference between your field point and this hitting the same spot until your bow is perfectly tuned. With a perfectly tuned bow, they hit the same spot, but if they don't, then it's going to basically tell you that you have potentially a tuning issue. You may not have enough vane to offset that. So I hope this is something that's helpful for you when you're choosing vanes, choosing broadheads. But if you enjoy this content, visit floutdoors.com for more information on our products, or like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoyed this content, and stick around for more.